just in case you were like, where are you? Yeah, no, I am sitting on the floor in front of the bed. That's just what's on the agenda for this video. Hey guys, what is up? It's MJ. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I just realized I've never worn my glasses to film before. As y'all know by the title, today I am going to be talking about my March wrap up. Right, it's April now. Way to give yourself an existential crisis about what month it is. As I've learned just now by going back through what I've actually watched this month, which has not been a whole lot. I did not read a single book this month, or at least I didn't finish one. I did read about maybe 100. I think I read about 100 pages, 100 chapters. I read about 100 pages of this bad boy, Blood of Olympus, but I did not finish a whole book this month, which, yeah. I also actually have not watched that much TV. It's purely been Marvel. So let us get into the March wrap up. We're gonna start off by me briefly mentioning my favorite movie, because I did actually rewatch that this month, which is Knives Out. If you want to check out my thoughts on the movie, you can either watch my January wrap up, or you can check out the first episode of my podcast, where I spoke a bit more in depth about it with my friend Helen. There will also be a link in the card to where you can watch that on YouTube. As usual, love this movie. There's not really too much else for me to say, to be quite honest. We are going to get into the ending of a TV show, which was the last episode of WandaVision, episode 9, which if you want to check out my full thoughts on that, if you click the Marvel playlist up above, you can see not only my thoughts on that, but also my thoughts on the first episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, as well as the rest of WandaVision. I freaking love that show. It's ridiculous how much I genuinely enjoyed it, because I didn't think I was going to. If I were to give WandaVision a score out of 10, I think I'd give it an 8.5. I really enjoyed it. However, I feel like the first episode didn't hook me a lot, which is actually why I'm really glad that they released the first and second episode at the same time. Whilst I did like the last episode, I feel like there's some things that they left where I was just like, oh, okay, that wasn't as satisfying as I thought it was going to be. And so that's what drags it down a couple of pegs, but it is, dare I say it, the best thing that Marvel have made. It's very creative in the way that it expanded the world, whilst also we got to see such a we got to understand Wanda in such a deeper level in this show, because she was mostly like a background character since she was introduced. Like, she was kind of big in Age of Ultron, and then she was kind of more background in Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. So the fact that she was in this, she had her own show, and I'm very interested to see where her character goes, because I actually really liked her in this show, surprisingly enough. But the second movie that I watched this month was Ex Machina. I actually watched this one in school, and I actually really enjoyed the movie. Like, I had no idea what I was really going into it, except for the fact that, hey, Oscar Isaac and Donald Gleason are in this, and also something to do with AI. That's pretty much all I knew about the movie, and that's all I really want to say. You know what, I'm gonna score it at a I'll go ahead and score it at a 9 out of 10. The next thing that I watched, which, back into the Marvel zone, of course we are. Let's talk about The Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 1, baby. Was this show one that I was really looking forward to? Yes. To this minute, do I know how I feel about the first episode? Not fully, because Like, I enjoyed it well enough. However, I like the second episode more than I liked the first episode. I feel like it did what it needed to do in terms of just like set up, okay, where Sam and Bucky's mental headspaces are, as well as set up, like, you know, like, ooh, these are the bad guys, which I will talk more about that when I actually film the video of me talking about episodes 2 and 3, because I have thoughts. But honestly, the most interesting part of this entire of the first episode was the reveal at the end. Basically seeing that life after the blip is kind of whack, which is very reminiscent of existence nowadays. Can I just say that? I don't know, I felt like the concept was pretty decent. The execution was a bit eh. And the movie felt surprisingly long for an hour and a half movie. Yeah, I think it was about an hour and a half or something like that. But it just felt kind of long. And at times I was just a little bit bored. But like I said, like, it's not a bad movie by any means. I just don't think I don't think it was a movie for me, if that makes sense. And now we're on to the last movie that I watched this month, which was rewatching Coco, which, oh, that movie is so good. I forgot how much I love Coco, honestly. And the fact that it actually took me as long as it did for me to rewatch it, wow. Again, it's an 8 out of 10, like 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed the movie. Like, this, it's not like a musical, it's a song. It's a song. It's not a musical, it's a movie that has songs in it that don't particularly drive the plot. At least not in the way that other musicals work, like other Disney musicals, where it would just be like, oh, they're singing and no one can hear them singing. It's like, they're singing and people can hear them singing. They're singing for a reason, for the characters and stuff, which I really liked the way that they actually implemented the music, and it's all so good. The music is so good. It's so pretty as well. Like, the animation, the landscapes in this movie, excuse me, Pixar, the landscapes, the colors, wow. I could just sit here and rave about how much I really enjoyed just how pretty this movie is, and even the story itself. Like, I really like the characters in the movie, because I'm just out here like, Ernesto de la Cruz is an asshole. That is kind of how he's supposed to be, though. So I feel for a lot of the characters, like, the emotions you're supposed to get. Like, I get those emotions whenever I watch this movie, and I forgot how much I really liked it. My friends, my acquaintances, my compadres, whatever y'all want to call yourselves, if you want to call yourself anything, whoever's watching this video, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like and hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a video, which should be on Thursdays and Sundays. I'm gonna try and get back into the actual, like, routine and uploading schedule. I'm gonna try, okay? Last month was kind of interesting, but I'm gonna try and get back into that. You can follow me on my social medias, my Instagram, MJ Gale, my Twitter and TikTok, both of which are MJGale_. You can also subscribe to my podcast on Spotify or Anchor, whatever you get your podcast. As usual, there will be links in the description down below of how you can help with the Stop Asian Hate movement, and I will also be leaving links to the Black Lives Matter movement and also mental health resources. That's just going to be something that I do with all of my videos. I will always leave links to those. That is all, folks. If you want to watch another one of my videos, you can watch my February wrap up video by clicking over here. You can watch my Marvel thoughts playlist on my thoughts on the WandaVision show, and also my thoughts so far on the Falcon and Winter Soldier right over here. You can subscribe by clicking over here. Until next time, guys. Bye.